guys, welcome back to our channel.
Obviously we've never done a sit down video, and I think it kind of shows on YouTube or TikTok. We've never done a sit down video, I don't think. Because it is Pride Month in June, we are going to do a whole Pride series about our gayness.
Wow. Starting with
how we met each other. Yeah. Why were we in Missouri? Neither of us are actually from St. Louis, but we met each other in St. Louis, so tell them, babe, why were you in Missouri?
Well, if you don't know, I am an ER nurse. I moved to Missouri because I'd been working in the ER for about 2 years and I wanted more trauma nursing experience.
Now you want to tell them the real reason?
No, I'm not done yet. So why not move to the most dangerous city in the country for trauma experience? So I came and worked at a level 1 trauma center downtown St. Louis, and what she wants me to tell everyone is I moved to St. Louis with my ex.
Well, it is true.
It is true, but short-lived.
And where are you from originally?
Indiana.
Yeah. And then that was October. I moved in October of 2021, so Hannah beat me here by like a few months.
Yeah, I think I moved in July of 2021.
We were just drawn together, I think. But I also moved for work. I work with a technology company, so I moved up here thinking I was gonna go into the office, but that was very short-lived. I work completely from home now, and I'm totally remote. I was not in a relationship. I'd been single for a while. A good while, and it was much needed.
Where did we meet?
Do you want the truth, or do you want the lie? I think that's what we need to ask.
The truth.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell the lie first.
Okay.
The lie is that we met at the penguin exhibit because penguins mate forever at the zoo. Because I feel like meeting somebody on a dating app has horrible reviews. And she's like a 10 out of 10, so I'm like, there's no bad reviews, but I don't think... Have you met anyone normal off of Tinder? I actually made friends. Eddie.
Yeah. Shout
Shout out to Eddie, who's married to her Tinder love. Maybe it was Bumble. I can't remember.
Yeah, I've never... You're the first person I've met a few people off Tinder, but you're the first one that was like normal.
Ish. So that's the lie. The lie is that we met at the penguin exhibit, but we really didn't. We met obviously on Tinder.
Yes.
We matched January. So I moved here October 2021. We matched January 2022. January 17th. We looked it up because Hannah still has the screenshots from it because she's the sweet one.
I do have the screenshots. She messaged me and said, hi, semicolon, parenthesis.
I'm all in when it comes to game. Okay, my introduction was good, but my how to get a phone number was even better. Like, yeah. I'm not on here all the time. You can text me, but...
If you promise you're not a serial killer.
Way too into crime episodes to not think that maybe... Crime Junkie has that Tinder one. That's like one of my favorite episodes.
And the Tinder swindler on.
I wish you would have took me on a boat.
I took you on a paddle boat.
Did take me on a paddle boat.
Fourth part.
And burned severely because I'm so pale. Who spoke first was me. I obviously swiped first too.
Yeah. Because
when she swiped back on me, I got the notifications like somebody matched you, and then I messaged her. So I like to think I did the first move for all of it. She did propose to me first. Whole another story.
Right.
Why were we on there?
I mean,
Hannah had already dated someone off of the app.
False.
Same name as her. Red flag.
False. I went and got drinks one time with someone.
And she was new in college.
What?
She was very young.
She was like 25.
Hannah probably had to buy her drink because she wasn't old enough.
She was like 25.
And we're 30.
And we went for drinks once.
Anywho, I was on there, honestly, I have no idea because I don't believe that dating apps work. Anyone I meet on there, I try to friend zone. which I did try to friend zone her. Just, I don't know, like it gets scary when it starts to get serious, I guess, in my head. How long did we talk while on Tinder?
So on Tinder, we matched in...
The 17th we matched and started talking. We had our first date.
The 20th.
The 20th. Like in-person date. So we text each other constantly. My sleep schedule was all kind of messed up because this one's a nighttime.
I used to be a night shifter.
Woo.
So I worked 7p to 7a.
We were very tired talking, so I think that's why we were so vulnerable. We were so sleepy. We couldn't even think of anything. First date was on the January 20th. I was actually terrified to meet her in person, so I made one of my co-workers go with me to meet her for drinks first, and then we were gonna go eat, so it was gonna be like me with someone at first, then leave.
She had someone there and I was left alone to go meet her.
She went to her ex's house earlier that day to get a jacket because it was cold. I was like, flag.
Well, I was still in the process of getting all of my things, which I still haven't gotten. Golf clubs.
If you're watching this.
I need my golf clubs, please. Thank you.
So we went for drinks at this little restaurant called Prosino's, which Hannah and I love. Whatever aioli on the potatoes y'all got, chef's kiss.
Except they don't have that pork steak anymore.
And they are one of our favorite espresso martinis. We don't drink anymore, not really, but that was probably one of our favorite. We have two. We left, and then we went to Tony's, who, if you are from St. Louis or anywhere in the area, you know Tony's throws down for a steak sandwich.
And guess what we got? Salads.
I don't ever order a salad. We went upstairs.
That was the last time we ate a salad.
Yeah, we went upstairs, and we got nachos, I think, as an app. And it was very quiet upstairs, so we were both like, great, here we go. And then I ordered first, and I still order first. Like, that, nothing's ever changed. She's always like, what do you want? I'm like, great, the waitress is right there. And I was like, a Caesar salad with chicken, grilled chicken. And I was just like, I'm not even gonna eat this. And I don't think either of us like ate hardly anything.
I think we were both also nervous.
Yeah.
So we were just kind of talking, and
yeah, we stayed there for a really long time. Had a good time. We did drink that night. We did drink espresso martinis that night, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we had one at Prosino's, and then we went to Tony's and I think had a drink.
Yeah. So then we left, and because it was freezing cold, I had actually driven us from where we met for the first to Tony's, so I had to drive Hannah back to the car. Apparently, Hannah was very nervous.
I was nervous. I didn't kiss Desi on our first date, which you don't like to be kissed on the first date anyways.
I think
so
that's way too quick.
I don't know why you give me so much crap about it.
I don't. That's how I knew you were the one. But she did hold my hand in the car, but she was shaking. Like, I was like, is she cold?
It also was January in Missouri, and it's about -20 degrees outside. Not really, but
so
it's cold.
I think I made it kind of know that I did not want her to kiss me because we sat in my car talking for a little bit more, and I was like, okay, we'll have to go. Like, get out of my car. Talk to you later.
Yeah. So then we left.
Yeah. So then we left. We had a whole conversation about this just last night to make sure that we understood the story. So when we left, we continued to text each other.
Right.
But I kept making excuses to like not see her again. And in my defense...
Wait. We saw each other again on the 24th.
So I did see it. So our 20th, and then she worked. It's because we checked her camera roll. So she worked. And then on the 24th, this was probably why I ghosted you for a minute.
So I texted her throughout the day, and when she got off work, she was like, you can come to my apartment. So it's like a 40-minute drive from downtown where I was living.
More than that because of the weather.
Yeah. So I leave my apartment. I'm like, I'm going to get her some wine. I'm like, what's your favorite wine? She tells me.
Sends a picture, which we saw.
Right. I go pick it up. I drive to her apartment. I walk in the door. This little one had never met before. And she's
excited. She's a doodle.
She comes, jumps right on me, knocks the bottle of wine out of my hand, and it broke all over the floor, all over her
wall,
the rug.
There goes that security deposit.
Not true, we didn't lose it.
We did not lose it.
So I spilled the wine. Pebbles
Yeah.
spilled the wine.
Pebbles definitely made her spill the wine, and she felt bad the whole night. And the apartment was like, our house looks very white. My apartment was pure white.
Yeah.
And all up the wall. It was still stained when we moved out, but she scrubbed it like as hard as she could. She was on night shifts then, so it was nighttime, and I was an 8 o'clock bedtimer. Still am. Like, I would stay up trying to talk to her and always fall asleep. So I like fell asleep while we were watching TV, and I told her, I was like, you can stay, which makes me sound like a total sleut.
Yeah, and I was like, no, it's okay.
But she had to drive back, and I hate driving in snow, even to this day. I hate driving in bad weather. So I was like, you can stay, like, obviously have a couch or have a king bed, like, it's cool. Nothing will happen. Still didn't kiss me. Did hold my hand though.
Yeah. So I went home. And then we thought...
That was the 24th.
Yeah. So we thought that Desi had ghosted me for a while.
That's the story we've been telling.
Which she did. I was supposed to come over to her apartment, but she was like, no, like, I want to take this slow. I don't remember what you said.
Oh, I did, but we're not going to say it.
Right. So,
I just wanted to be alone.
Right. Didn't see each other for...
No, February 4th. So, 10 days. It was 10 days. We did it last night. 10 days we did not see each other.
But I kind of think I came over to your apartment again in the middle of that, but maybe not.
Maybe you did. You just didn't document it. I do want to say that you came... No, I think it was after when you started coming like all the time.
Yeah.
Basically lived there. So snowstorm happens, but in my defense, all this ghosting talk, we did see she worked most of these nights. So she couldn't have came over anyway because she was sleeping during the day. I was working. So I think we ended up mathing it out. Only 4 days were possible for her to actually come see me that she wasn't sleeping or working. That could have happened, and I made excuses until February 4th.
Right.
Got wild.
I was supposed to go to a Country Nights concert with my work friends from SLU, and it ended up getting canceled because of the weather. So we were going to go out in Soulard, which is really close to where we live now, where I lived. And it's in downtown St. Louis. And I was like, yeah, I'm just going to go for a couple drinks, and then I'm going to go home. So
I had this wild hair. Wild hair was great until I walked out to my car, and I'm from Louisiana, so I had zero prep for what was there. It had been snowing and snowing. I went inside and got like a broom and a mop to get all the snow off of my car, and I also turned my car on and turned the heat all the way up, which led to a huge crack all the way up. I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to do that. So it took me 45 minutes to clean my car off, and I kept asking her, like, are you leaving? Like, when are you going home? Finally got in the car though, and I drove to downtown St. Louis for the first time ever.
With it snowing.
Ever. Like, I had always went with somebody and they drove because I don't like driving. So that was kind of neat. And I took so many pictures of the little Ferris wheel, which now I live here and I'm like, oh, what a tourist. What a tourist. So yeah, I pulled up. My Jeep did not have 4-wheel drive, bought in the South. Slid up is what I should say, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die, because they don't
Plow the roads.
our roads down here. Where I lived, they did. Bougie neighborhood, they did. So I pulled up, and then I called her, and I was like, I need you to go outside, and she could barely hear me.
You were like, how do I turn my Jeep on 4-wheel drive? And I'm like, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
So I go outside, I'm talking to her. Keep in mind, this is in St. Louis, which is sometimes kind of scary at night.
I'm also like, did I really think that my car had 4-wheel drive just because it was a Jeep?
Probably. So she comes running up behind me and grabs me. Thought I was being mugged, and I turned around and it was her, and she had surprised me.
Then Hannah got drunk.
Then I got really drunk because I was very nervous. Shout out to Tihan.
Then we went to someplace dancing, and that is where we shared our first official kiss. But I also have a video of Hannah like falling over dancing that I'm gonna put in here.
No, you're not.
Well, yeah, she did.
I don't like to claim that that was our first kiss because I was drunk.
Well, February 5th, And
so then we leave the bar.
oh, this was good.
Desi's gonna take me home because obviously I couldn't drive. And so she drives me to my apartment and we get out in the snow and I get to my back door and I'm like, I don't even have my house key. She's like, well, I'm not driving back. You're going back to my apartment.
We are getting on the interstate where it is safe and I won't slide and we're going back. So we did.
I went to her apartment.
Where Hannah put on my Christmas pajamas.
Right.
Not a pair, like 2 different pairs of Christmas thermal pajamas because she was so hammered.
And Desi's about 5 inches shorter than me. So the pants were about knee length on me.
They were definitely like thermals to my feet, but not her. They were like capris.
So the next day,
I brought Hannah back around 9 where she... Yes, I did. You got sick.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about me getting sick.
Okay. Hannah is a great being sicker. She would get out the car at stop signs, at red lights. She will not get sick in your car. So I did have to make a U-turn and go pick her up.
Yeah, that was the next day.
Yeah. I feel like since then we were very inseparable. After that we started taking turns. She came to my house a lot more just because I worked from home, so she'd come sleep half of the day and then wake up and we would hang out before she had to go to work at like 7.
I was very sleep deprived for a few months.
Yeah, I don't know how she did it because now we go to bed 8 to 8, like we get some sleep.
Yeah.
And then I got notified literally like 3-4 weeks later into February that I won this work trip where we were going to Costa Rica and I got to bring a companion. And I was like, hey, like, what are you doing these days? Let's have like, because I feel like we were still on like our 2nd official day because we just never left each other in pure lesbian fashion.
Right.
So then like our 4th or 5th long date was actually Costa Rica, which was neat. And she got to meet like one of my closest friends that I made from work. And somewhere Mardi Gras was in there, I feel like. Like you were doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, one saw Shaq. DJ Shaq. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. And now we've just been together forever. Since
April 20th. So literally from January 20th to April 20th. That was our trip, was April 20th in Costa Rica. We got to go like zip lining and have a cute little date. And it was all paid for, so we got to eat like extravagant meals.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Sorry, they don't do that stuff for nurses.
And that is how we met. And that is like our intro story, the full truth. Close enough. But yeah. So next we're going to be doing Hannah's coming out story, my coming out story, kind of how it's to be out in the South, which is kind of a whole thing to unpack. But yeah, that's it. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.